Welcome to this wonderful corner of mine. Today we're going to be doing December Scrawlrbox, and I am recording this on the middle of January. Sorry. Am I going to get up and get an actual pair of scissors instead of using a fork? No, because I'm lazy. Shame on me, but here I am. Ooh, it looks like a little bit abstract, or maybe, let me see. Mirella Duta. And then let's see what's inside the actual pack. Oh, hiding that. I don't want to see the list. I want these to surprise me. Here we have our candy. Let me see. Oh, sticky. Okay, maybe later. We have some Faber-Castell metallics. Metallic pens, so that means it's glitter all over the place. Let me get this going. So it's metallic like my nails. Ooh. I'm in sync. Can I get this open, please? Thank you very much. Haha, so we have two colors. It's color Nothing Else Metals. Interesting name. And then Heart of Gold. Now we have a metallic ruler. I'll make sure to use it on the creation today. It's actually quite heavy. It's interesting. I don't own a ruler, so I mean I own rulers, but I don't know a nice ruler, so this is cool. Nice addition to my collection. And now we have 6 fine art pencils. Oh, this is gorgeous. This is so beautiful. These are metallic pencils. We have 6 beautiful colors. Let me align the little names. We have rose gold, pink, pewter, I don't know what that is, ice blue, purple, and green. I'm excited to do some swatches. And then, of course, we need to have a metallic looking sticker. And then we have a drawing pad. Ooh, and it's black! Ooh, okay, so that means we need to do our swatches here. It says that it's good for gouache, acrylic painting, markers, ink, pastels, pencil, dry media, and collages. And the Scrawler challenge of the month is squared away, so squares. Let's do some swatches on the small corner here. Rose gold. We have pink. Pewter. Never heard of this name before. Ice blue, green, and purple. These are, of course, metallic. Pretty, huh? Let's also give these 2 pens a try. Okay, so I've been practicing a little bit on this side because I wanted to figure out what concept to do, and I think I've settled for something that I'm happy with. I think I'm going to do a 2-piece using rose gold, purple, and pink for one of the pieces, and then the coldest colors for the other one. Pewter, green, ice blue, and then the silver one. So this sheet, I'm going to leave it aside, and I'm going to do the 2 pieces in 2 separate new sheets. So first step is going to be to sketch it out. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see it on camera. I will just get to the finished sketch and I'll start using the actual supplies. So here are my 2 creations. It's a 2-part piece. What I'm gonna do, in my language, it's called a diptych, diptycho, a piece of art made of 2 parts. So in the left side, we have an otter with some geometric shapes and geometric fish, and that's my take on the whole squared away thing. I'm just adding geometric little details. For the right side, I've done an aardvark inspired creature, and then there's some succulents, as I said, warm colors here, cold colors here, and I was thinking maybe I could use white gouache as an additional one. I think I want to try gouache to make the animals pop, and then shadows, details, and props are going to be metallic pencils. And then the background, I probably will do with these 2. I'll just create some shapes and patterns and see how it turns out. trying to separate the areas with different tones of white, even though I am completely not sure what I'm doing. I'm just winging it. I'm trying to make the strokes in the direction of the shape of the body so that I can sort of see afterwards where did I place those lines, because I am completely erasing them right now. I think I'll rotate just to avoid picking the paint with my hand. And let's move on to the tail. I've kind of broken down the tail a little bit just because I wanted to push the sharp lines and geometric shapes a little bit more. And I thought that was giving it a cool effect. Okay, I think I'm gonna let it dry and we're gonna jump on to the second piece, which is the otter. I don't think you can see with the otter, but I created like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different areas just because I'd like to add a few lines to play a little bit with its shape. So I'm going to try to paint around those, which is why you see me doing this line right now. So the idea would be to go over these sections with one of the metallic, not sure if the metallic pencils or the metallic pens. I guess I'll see as the piece evolves. I'm going to do the little leg. I love both legs because I've made them like this, like they're because they're babies, and the posture makes them even cuter, like a bit more delicate. They're floating. Maybe they've just been born, or maybe they're connecting through time and space in some sort of line, I don't know, outer body experience. I just made it up. I wasn't planning on that being the story behind these two little guys, but I do want them to be somehow connected. It could be like two sides of the same world, even though they are very far apart, because one of them is like, you know, warm place. I can imagine like a desert because I added some succulents. And then this little fella is obviously underwater, so it's not a dry environment. And it's cold. It's cold, but it's not cold as in like emotion cold. It's just, it's so cozy and cute. Okay. Ah! Well, that had to happen at some point, didn't it? Okay, let me try. Yeah, okay, cool. Okay, I think it's saved. We're good, but geez, it had to happen at some point. Okay, let's continue with the tail. Other leg and the other arm. Let's do them both. That's a lot thicker than what I wanted it to be. And I hope it doesn't look like a penis. That would be bad. Ah, well. Okay, now I think it's time to try to add a second layer. Something. You know what? I feel like these one needs, because the artwork has like 3 or 4 different sections of white which are separate and the other is all in one piece. So I'm feeling like it lacks a little bit of white scattered. Not a lot. So maybe because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different fish, I won't do all of them. Maybe I'll just do the one. Let me see if I can show you this one, which is in the top right corner. And it will look a bit more harmonious because it has the same thing executed in a different way. The only reason I'm doing this is because I do want them both to be balanced. So if one of them has a few sections of white that are disconnected from each other, I believe the other one should have something on the lines as well. It doesn't need to be the tail, and that connects them both. Okay, let's look at both of them next to each other. Just gonna let them dry for a few minutes and then I'll come back and we'll proceed to work on the metallics. Be right back. Okay, so it's been a couple of hours. These are now dry, they're ready, so let's get some metallics on this paper. Trying to decide what am I gonna do exactly in terms of colors. I think I'm going to go for, every time I do lines, like strong lines and the bubbles, the succulents and stuff like that, I'm going to be using the 2 metallic markers. For coloring in and shadows and all of that, I'm going to be using the colors. I'm going to bring to the paper one of these succulents just real quick. So what I'm thinking is doing the lines with this one and then maybe coloring and shading with these 3 guys. So I'm gonna take the ruler. The succulents that I've drawn are a bit more complicated, like they have more going on, but for a test, this should be fine. So I think I'm going to use rose gold for the creature and then pink and purple for the environmental props. So I'm kind of going for the purple color for the bottom of the petals and then pink in the top part of them, blending them both. Okay, I'm going to say, let's jump right in. I'm going to do the golden lines first and then I'll proceed with the coloring. My take on the square bit is a bit more, yeah, I'm not exactly doing squares. I'm giving it a geometrical touch. I think I'm going to bring the squares when it comes to coloring the background. I'm just going to highlight the shape. And I wanted to say, it's really cool to draw with these metallic sharpers on top of the gouache. It feels very smooth, like these little sections over here have been very, it's satisfying, it just slides. Cool, and voila, it's time to get started with the colors. During my planning phase, I thought about adding a geometric pattern on the back with gold. I think I would kind of prefer it to be slightly thinner. It's a bit thick for what I want, so maybe it won't look right. Might be too much. What should I do? You know what, I'm going to continue with what I know I want to do, and then I'll see if that's something I want to try. Okay, so we have our fancy succulent up there. I like the way it looks. Now, do I want to try what I said I wanted to try on the back? You know what, I'm going to give it a try. I might just sketch it with pencil first, because if I don't like it, I can just erase it. Hopefully you can see what I've done. And I want it to fade and eventually disappear. I'm going to try it with a pencil because I know that with the pencil I can erase it, so I will make it finer pointed. I just want it as a guide. I want to just barely see it. And now I'll go with the pencil and the ruler. Okay, so here's the idea. Okay, so I think I am finally happy with the piece in terms of the character and stuff, but now it's time to do the background. And I want to use the metallic one, and I want to maybe do like a couple of rectangles here and there and then just fill them in. I'm going to go for these, a rectangle here and a square here. If I see that I need to add anything else, I will, but I think this is fine for now. So I'm going to make some proper measurements to get like an actual square and an actual rectangle, and then I'll be back. So let me snap. So I have just made the line art for the square down here and a rectangle up there, and I just need to fill them in. I'm going to do it in such a way that I do not touch any of the other shapes. I'm going to leave a dark outline on all of them. I'm putting them, this is going to take a while, so I'll probably speed it up too, so. This has taken a little while, but I really like the way it looks. I don't know, what do you guys think? These two little rectangles frame it very well. So I think it's time to go with the otter and see what can we do. Let's give it a little try.